Man meets wild boar in the forest. What happens next will shock you. An ordinary man once met a wild boar in the forest, and from that moment, his life changed in the most incredible way. The story of Garak and his tamed wild boar, Yasha, began in an unexpected and captivating way. While hiking through the forest one day, Garak stumbled upon a small wild piglet, shivering alone beneath a bush. Realizing the piglet had lost its mother and wouldn't survive alone, Garak decided to take it in. Thus began their remarkable journey together. Aware that taming a wild boar would be a challenging task, Garak started by offering Yasha food, slowly earning the boar's trust. The first few days were particularly difficult as the piglet was frightened, weak, and wary of humans. Garak found a safe spot in the forest where they could stay temporarily and began caring for his new charge. Slowly, day by day, the wild piglet grew more accustomed to Garak's presence, gradually seeing him as both protector and friend. Garak, in turn, learned to understand Yasha's body language and habits, which allowed him to take better care of his amazing companion. The man carefully studied the boar's behavior to anticipate his needs and reactions to the surroundings. Thanks to this, Yasha began to trust Garak and followed him everywhere like a faithful dog. On his YouTube channel, Garak loves to share the details of this unusual friendship from the very beginning. In a video from 2 years ago, he talks about the first steps in taming Yasha, how he taught the wild animal not to be afraid of people, and how he fed and took care of him. Each step was very difficult, but Garak showed patience and perseverance. He tried to capture every important moment on video to later share his experience with others. Gradually, Yasha became not just a companion but a full participant in all of Garak's bushcraft expeditions, since the man is an expert in survival and living in the wild with minimal use of modern tools and technologies. This unique pair often went on long hikes, exploring forests, building shelters, and gathering food. In one video, Garak shows how Yasha helps him build a hut in the dense forest, digging the ground, gathering branches, and tamping down the walls. Garak firmly believes that a wild boar is more helpful on a forest hike than many people. Their most extreme winter hikes were especially memorable. During one such journey, they spent time in the winter forest, living in an earth hut, with Garak demonstrating survival skills in harsh conditions as temperatures dropped below zero and snow blanketed the landscape. Yasha stays nearby, acting as a loyal friend and companion who can warm Garak with his body heat on the coldest nights. It is fascinating to watch how Garak teaches Yasha to find food in the forest. Yasha, with his sharp sense of smell, helps Garak find edible roots and mushrooms better than any hunting dog. This skill became especially useful in survival situations when the two went into the forest without any supplies, and every crumb of food was worth its weight in gold. During these hikes, Garak learned a lot himself, observing how Yasha used his natural instincts and incredible sense of smell to find food. Garak enjoys sharing his observations of Yasha's behavior, from how the boar reacts to forest sounds and smells to guarding their camp from unwanted guests. Like a loyal guard dog, Yasha alerts Garak to approaching wild animals with distinctive sounds and stands guard bravely. Over time, Garak learned to understand these cues, helping them avoid danger. Once, during a hike, they encountered bear tracks, and soon the bear appeared. Yasha immediately positioned himself between Garak and the predator, ready to protect his friend. Fortunately, the bear retreated, and the incident highlighted the deep bond and mutual trust between them. After such adventures, Yasha became one of Garak's best friends. The boar also participates in many household chores, helps in the garden, and interacts well with other pets. Garak shares the joy of watching his unusual friend become a full-fledged member of the family, getting along with children. Interaction with other animals was not always smooth, but over time, Yasha and Garak's pets learned to live in peace and harmony. Garak is sure that Yasha has forever changed his life, and their joint forest hikes have become much longer, more interesting, and more productive thanks to the boar's skills. The two had to go through many hardships and trials. They survived several severe storms when strong winds and rain destroyed their temporary shelters. Together with Yasha, they had to react quickly and build new shelters. And if a heavy downpour began during a hike, Yasha always helped gather branches and leaves to quickly make a sturdy canopy and protect themselves from the weather. Garak even taught Yasha a few commands. The boar turned out to be an excellent student and gladly followed the man's commands, such as stand, go forward, lie down, and many others. Garak makes each of his hikes purposeful by collecting medicinal plants and berries from the forest. In these moments, Yasha proves invaluable with her keen sense of smell. The process becomes much quicker, and together they always return home with a full backpack of useful plants. For Garak and Yasha, each day brought a new adventure. Together, they explored forests, rivers, and mountains, fearlessly venturing into dense undergrowth where few humans had ever gone, all while enjoying each other's company. One day, Yasha led Garak to an old, long-abandoned village. The two wandered through the semi-ruined houses, curiously examining the dishes and tools once used by their ancestors many years ago. Garak shared the discovery of the amazing village and its ancient artifacts with scientists, allowing them to study it in depth. In this way, the wild boar who had once been rescued changed Garak's life forever. Yasha became not only a faithful companion and invaluable partner during extreme forest hikes, but also a true member of Garak's family. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.